Yo, Libra, good morning. Welcome to all you wonderful people. This is Embry's Tarot. Just before we get into this, I just want to explain something to you. That apparently there's a site on Facebook, okay, and they're pretending to be me. They're using my photo, my channel. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're doing it. They're transferring my channel to Facebook, and it's not me, it's a scam, okay? They're promising all sorts of payment methods. I only use one payment method. The only place you'll find the genuine me is on YouTube, okay? If you see this site, I'll very much appreciate it if you would report it. It's been reported several times before, okay? But, I don't belong Facebook, so I can't do anything about it. Okay, I suppose I've tried to contact Facebook, but it's quite a difficult thing if you're not a member. So I would appreciate anybody who comes across this channel would report it. If Facebook get enough reports, then they will take it down. But it's what hurts me the most is people being scammed out of money. Okay, and money's hard to come by a lot of people. All right, and then only you get scammed. And from what I understand, they're not even charging the same as me. They're using me, and I don't charge that amount. Okay, my price structure is much different. So anyway, enough of that. If you do like my readings and want a personal reading, use my email in the description box underneath this video. Okay, it is the only genuine way you can contact me. Okay, so that is if you want a personal reading, and I've been more than happy to send you the info. You see, if people really doubt who they're talking to with me, all you have to do is give me your phone number, and I will talk to you on WhatsApp face to face so you can see it's me. Okay, that's the best way around it. If you want a personal reading before you lash out your hard earned cash, say, can I just see you on camera? Well, I've been more than happy. Right, here we go. Work-wise, many choices. You've got a lot of options, okay, to cultivate something new. Right, this is maybe some of you have got more than one job offer, okay, coming in, and you need to trust your intuition on this. Even if some of these options aren't apparent now, I'm kind of getting there will be some change around your workplace, okay? Well, travel is going to be very important to some of you, whether it's 1 mile or 3,000 miles, to another country, to a place where prospects are better. I'm getting for one of you, you're moving premises. Okay, literally moving premises to a bigger thing because you're expanding, right? Or you're looking at premises here, considering working for yourself. Wow, there's a lot. I'm picking up a lot of excitement around this. All right, but there is options there. Okay, this is actually saying that if you choose to, you're in a job where there's no chance of promotion. The wage is a bit stuck and everything, and it's a bit mundane. This is actually saying the energy is there for you to get yourself out of that, and you may need to re-educate yourself on certain things depending on what you choose to do. All right, if money is a problem, this is saying you can take step-by-step action. All right, doing perhaps some temporary jobs that you really hate. All right, and I've done enough of those. If I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be sitting here now. So, it's kind of like you may have to experience some jobs you know, that you feel is not worthy of you. That's not the point. The point is you doing a job to get you the money, to get you the advancement, forming connections, okay, to get you to something that is worthy of you and your talents. Let's see what's going on in relationships. Let go of control issues. If there's a relationship here or situation that you're trying to control, this is saying you don't have control. Let it go, because it's all in divine timing. You can't control other people's actions. You can only control what you decide to do and how you react, but you can't force somebody, especially if they don't want to be forced. Okay. You know, if somebody tries to force me, for example, or control me, I'm gone. I just drop it. Okay, I will not be controlled. And I feel nobody really likes being controlled. So this is saying let go of control issues, and I can hear some of you saying, "Well, it's them trying to control it." Okay, that's who this card's talking to. It may not be talking to you, but it's an energy that's around you at least. So if it is you, this is saying, let it go, trust in the divine, trust in yourself, trust in your own judgment, because you're very spot on at the moment. Your intuition, it's kind of screaming at some of you. Okay. If you're trying to force or whoever this is trying to force a relationship to develop faster than it actually is, than it actually wants to go, okay, no, it can't, especially where you've got travel and distance involved. Okay, because this takes quite a bit of organization. Legal organization. If this person you're dealing with is married or you're married, there's buying and selling property, there's visas, all this is outside of your control. It's a bit like that Wheel of Fortune. Luck brings you together, but things will move at a certain pace. Okay, so let's see what's going on in the tarot with you. Yeah, there's this juggling act, you see. You're looking for stability. There is this perhaps you're trying to juggle work and this person, family and this person, but there's this juggling action going on because there's something else influencing this connection. Could well be that everything seems to be happening at once, right? But whatever happens, patience is the key. You're trying to put past hurts behind you. You're looking for something more stable. I'm kind of getting, well, with this Two of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles underneath, perhaps dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, certainly Earth energy. Okay, and something here has run its course. Whatever your living quarters are now, whoever it is you're with, even if you're single, there's Ten of Pentacles, something to do with family. Okay, or even a community. The Ten of Pentacles tends to be in tarot can represent another community. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Yeah, this could be, a community you're in for practical purposes, for work, etc. Okay, or where you're living is convenient at the moment. This is it's in the challenge position because you may have to step outside your comfort zone. Okay, you got the Strength card here, right? Strength and willpower. Once you initiate this, it's to keep going. Okay, maybe you're not dealing with a relationship, but you want to move, okay, to be near family. Then maybe in another country or another place, okay, and it's buying and selling a property. Buying or selling a property, you see. There's practical circumstances here that's they can only be done in a certain order in a certain time. I'm going to actually get in here for one of you, there's two solicitors talking or two estate agents talking over a property. There's this kind of V in action, trying to get superiority, trying to get a better offer. Somebody making a low offer, the other solicitor saying, well, that's no go. This is, and there's this back and forth. I'm picking this back and forth collaboration, trying to find the middle ground on an agreement. It seems to be holding things up. Got more pentacle energy here. Wow, things are really slow moving. Perhaps you're getting very, very frustrated. I can see where the control issues, trying to speed things up. Yeah, the pentacle energy is very slow moving. For some of you, I'm going back 2 years in a relationships thing. But there's been finances and property and family and all this sorts of things going on. Ooh. I'm getting here, in a relationship, feelings aren't the problem. It's the practical issues that's kind of putting the kibosh on it. Yeah, you walked away from somebody, or somebody's walked away from you. 8 of Cups. You've been detaching from a certain situation, certain environment for a long, long time. And it's kind of coming to the crunch now where you must make a decision. You've been distracted. There's been a lot of distractions in the past. Somebody has been avoiding their feelings, whether that's you or the person you're dealing with. But there's been your view of the past is not the same as their view of the past. Kind of get in here, you're putting some kind of mental block on it. You seem to be walking away from what you consider a very restrictive situation. You feel confined. There's limits here. Maybe this relationship that you want, this is all about going forward. Really, if you really want this relationship to work, it's understanding that there is certain limits attached to it. Okay, and some things can't be changed to the degree where you get full commitment. But with a few compromises and a different attitude, okay, I'm getting here that this could actually work. But it's like you both wanted two very, very different things in the past. Got the Death card here. I'm getting communication coming in, but then it creates another problem, another challenge. Okay, there is a fresh start here. But there's the decision here is not emotional. Wow, there's a slow transition going on here. This situation that you're actually in now, whether it's a work situation or a relationship situation, who you're actually physically with, I'm kind of getting it's going to end. The past can't be recaptured. This is a fresh start completely. This is an entirely new energy. Wow. And it does mean adapting a way of thinking. Maybe some of you want things to go in a certain way and that's not happening. Yeah, a different outlook. With a different outlook and some compromising, this could be worse. Somebody is vocalizing those compromises, vocalizing the limits. Certainly leaving what you consider a toxic situation. We've got Scorpio energy here, which is kind of emotional. It's an emotional sign. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, and there's a lot of Taurus energy around you. Somebody's going to try and change your mind. You're walking away, and somebody's going to try and change your mind, or there's a change of mind here, a change of attitude. Wow. but I can see you sticking to your guns. You know exactly what you want. Okay, there's a new love. There's a very sensitive person here. Could be a Scorpio. Okay, we've got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, but Scorpio is showing heavily here. Actually, things are slow moving, and we have a Scorpio new moon in November. So I'm getting all this slow moving energy, allow this situation to unfold naturally. Okay, this is, for some of you, this is towards the end of the year, because there's too much going on at the moment, and there's a major life changing decision here being delayed. But I'm getting around November time, in that new moon in Scorpio, November the 20th actually. Okay, things will start to come together for you. How much patience have you got? Some of you may even walk away from this and think, I'm not waiting that long. That's it for now. Take care. See you next week.